Hey everybody, I'm Scott Seton, the original Tombstone tourist, and we're coming to you from Oakwood Cemetery in Raleigh, North Carolina. And as you can see, this is the Skinner Monument, as their entire family's there. And most importantly, we're going to talk about John Ludlow Skinner. Now, John Ludlow Skinner was a quiet, reserved, mild individual who was brutally murdered at the steps of the Fayetteville Avenue Post Office, which still exists today. Now, let's take a step back. How did he get murdered and why? Gertrude Tucker married into the family. We're talking wealthy, well-to-do families here, obvious because of the memorial. And she became a widow shortly after her marriage. She went to Germany for a couple of years, she came back, and she needed an account manager for all her money to manage it. That fell onto an attorney by the name of Ernest Haywood. Now, Ernest Haywood was the man in the state of North Carolina. His whole family was like the Kennedys, that level of importance. Politically, financially, they had ties in everywhere. Most importantly, Ernest Haywood was an attorney who co-founded the Bar Association of North Carolina. Now, Gertrude was known as the most beautiful woman in North Carolina. Money, attractive as all sin. Yeah, I'd give her a California 8, but that's just me. But she was beautiful for her day. And the young attorney, Ernest, fell for her. But she was widowed, and he didn't want to marry her. So they had to go to different cities and do what people like that do. This was on the hush-hush, on the down low, and it was very, very controversial. You did not do this. Not in 1903, okay? So, she gets pregnant. She claims it's his child. She starts calling herself Mrs. Ernest Haywood. He went, I'm sorry, I don't know you. That's not my child. Go away. He completely embarrassed the family, the Skinner family, brought great shame to their name. So one day, John appears on the courthouse steps. He confronts Ernest. Ernest shoots him. Thankfully, he was arrested. Justice was done. That's the end of the story. Wait, hold on. Let me check my notes. Oh no, he got away with it. He got away with murder. Okay, so what we're going to do is, this is John Ludlow, the very small monument there. And there's the Skinner Monument. And this is the hex section. We're going to walk up to the next section over, because I can actually see the murderer's monument right over there. I'll see you there in a minute. Hey, so we have just walked on up, not more than 200 feet. And this is the monument to the Haywood family. And as you can see, this is just one of the monuments and the resume that this family carried. They were very influential throughout all of the different areas of the state back in the 1900s. So remember, this happened in 1903. It was considered the murder of the century, even though the century just started. And let's come on over here and let me introduce you to Ernest. So this is Ernest here. And you're probably wondering, how did he get away with it? Here's the details. They met on the courthouse steps. Words were exchanged. There were 100 witnesses, people coming and going, but they all witnessed this. Ernest pulled a pistol, shot and missed. John Ludlow Skinner started running away down the steps and he shot him in the back. He made it a few more feet and died in a bloody mess on the streets right there on the trolley tracks. In full view of everybody, running away, shot in the back. He is immediately arrested, he's put in jail, but he makes bail shortly after. He hires 10 of the best defense attorneys, and then they prolong and push off the trials. Back then, trials happened very quickly. They pushed it off for 8 months. There were 100 witnesses. The defense here called 300 witnesses. And guess what? Most of them were attorneys. They said, oh, Ernest couldn't possibly have done that. No, I was there, I saw it. He was attacked. The other guy drew a gun first and tried to shoot him. Hey, guess what? Yeah, John Ludlow Skinner had a gun still in his pocket when he was running away. He didn't try to shoot him. He didn't try to accost him in any way. He was shot down like a dog. This was no match for the prosecution, and the jury went out. And 15 minutes later, they came back with a verdict of not guilty. It would have been quicker, but I understand that they ordered out for lunch. So this is the grave of Ernest Haywood, the man who got away with murder. That's my story. If you have any questions, by the way, he lived to 86. And you can see the full story at my website, The Tombstone Tourist. You know the drill. I have all the pictures, all that great stuff. Until then, I'm Scott Stan, the original Tombstone Tourist. Have yourself a great day.